Now you have not misclicked, this is still a motorcycling channel, and yes, this is an electric scooter, but cold, long, dark winter days are coming and I needed a toy to keep me entertained. This is it. We got 1,000 watts propelling me from the rear motor. We got another 1,000 watts propelling me from the front motor. Yes, it's got two motors. Pair that together with swingarm suspension. This thing can properly, well, allegedly, it can do off-road. So today is a first ride kind of impressions video. I'm gonna ride it properly for the first day. We're gonna hit a park. That's where everyone that has an electric scooter goes. Apparently we're going to go to some shops and we're going to see what off-road actually means on it. This episode is brought to you by Cardo's PackTalk Edge Bluetooth intercom system. We are on the way to a park where everybody that is into health and running and electric stuff usually is, so we'll fit right in. We are in single motor mode. We are in eco, which is the lowest of the three, let's call them riding modes. They're not actually riding mode. You've got eco, sport and race. They just basically limit the speed that you can go at. There's no throttle control or anything else like that. It's just the top speed that the scooter will go at. Okay, so we're in sport now. We're going downhill. Brakes, we've got unfortunately two cable operated disc brakes on the front and on the rear. Unfortunately, because they are cable operated, they're not hydraulic or something better than that. Okay, no ABS on the rear. Apparently it's got electronic ABS on the front, but the rear just went mental. They've got these little bike lanes and they've got this uphill here, which I have no idea how many degrees it is, but look, it's going very, very slow. We're in sport mode and it's doing 13. The GoPro is going to lie to you and it's going to tell you this is a very straight road. It's not. This is my top speed right now, 30, and I am in sport. But the Ausom scooter does have a little trick up its sleeve, and that's this little DDM button here. Dual motor, baby. Now both the front and the rear are powering me up this hill, and instead of doing 12, 13, I'm doing more than double that. 28. Let's not get decapitated by little branches. 31 already. I mean, come on, we're speeding up this hill. This on a bicycle would take me the whole day. Right now I've got the power of electrons to get me up it. Hey, hey! There we go. 46, that's more like it. 47. A bunch of people sitting in the middle of the road, pedestrians, maniacs taking Instagram photos. So far this is a lot of fun. I still have no idea how to stand properly on it to make it more comfortable. I'll get used to that. I'll shuffle my legs around. But on dual motor, this thing is a beast compared to single motor. Let's put it back to single so we've got some more complaining to do. It pulls like a tractor. This is the Ausom L2 Dual Max scooter. Now Ausom claims that it does 65 kilometers per hour top speed. That is with well, it's in very good conditions, so let's call it that. There must be no wind. There must also be a completely flat road, and you must weigh about 60 kilograms, which I definitely don't. So I'm not going to be doing it at 65 kilometers per hour. Why is there a car riding here? What is that maniac doing there? See, now in this park, this specific park, you would not be allowed with a car. You would have to either walk or ride a bicycle. But we're allowed in here. We're part of the fauna right now. I can enjoy all of this nice fresh air. Nice, people having fun. We're sticking to the bike lane, even though we're not a bike. They don't know that. Ausom claims a whopping 90 kilometer range. Again, that is probably in eco mode. Whoop, little child. We've got a hooter here, a horn, which, there we go. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody's choking a chicken. It is an electronic hooter. I don't know, people will hear you. Sounds interesting. Ausom do claim 90 kilometer range on it, which again is in very good conditions, but 90 kilometers is not something that I'm going to be doing anytime soon. I've just put it into dual motor, and all of a sudden, well, I'm guzzling up a lot more juice, but it's having absolutely no problem going up all of these inclines with me on it. Let's be serious, these are some powerful little electric motors. I wasn't expecting it to be so powerful, in all honesty. Struggling a bit now, but we're still doing, what is that, almost 30 kilometers an hour. This is a very steep incline. You're not gonna see it again on the GoPro, but this is very steep. And it's done it. I've done this with my bicycle. This specific incline, I've done it with my bicycle. It is also an electric bicycle, but it's one of those where you have to pedal. And I wasn't able to make it all the way up this hill without getting extremely tired. So this electric scooter beats it by a lot. See little children playing, mothers and their kids in their strollers. We're fitting right in. We're not polluting. We're not making a noise. We've got a backpack on. I mean, come on. This is people should have no problem. Yeah. Brakes are A-okay, Captain. There's your friend. Another electric scooter. But you better. You've got nicer suspension. Apart from the two disc brakes, the front and the rear, the L2 also has regenerative braking, which means it's the same as on a car. If you release the throttle, it'll brake. I don't feel a lot of braking, but it does have 5 different levels. It is set to number 3 right now. You can also set that yourself. Brakes are quite squeaky. Okay, we're on an electric scooter and we're stuck in traffic. By default, from the factory, the L2 comes with pedal start, which means that you have to push it to actually get the motors to start, to get the throttle to work. I have switched that off. It's not the safest. If you forget about it and you accidentally turn the throttle on in your garage, it's not the safest, because the scooter is just going to go flying to the other side of the garage. But as long as you always remember that if you touch the throttle, the motors are going to start working, then you'll be fine. Whew. And now we're off-roading. Apart from the swing arm suspension, the wheels are also not your tiny scooter ones. They are 10 by 3 inch wheels. This is obviously not a trail for an electric scooter. It's stupid, this is a bicycle trail. But it's doing it. It's quite muddy here. Suspension is doing a hell of a job, by the way. A hell of a job. It's quite bumpy underneath all these leaves and I'm not feeling much. Okay, we're not going to be able to go past here. This is quite steep as well. You don't realize this, but it is. We've got 2 chargers over here. It only comes with 1 charger, and that takes a whopping 14 hours to charge fully. So if you get a second charger extra, then you can charge it in 7 hours if you need that. For my purpose, 14 hours is absolutely fine for me. It's a bit slow, but it's fine. Got your little horn over here. You've got your dual motor button, your signal, which you have to cancel yourself. This little locking mechanism, now the way you transport it is the following. You undo this. I hope I'm not messing it up with the GoPro. I'm not. You undo that and then you pull this pin and the whole bar goes down, and then you can clip it at the end there so it doesn't move. Oh, it's quite heavy. You've also got 2 USB ports over here, USB-A and a USB-C. And under this little thing, protected by a Torx screw, but it's a security Torx screw, is an AirTag. You've got a place for it there. So if somebody wants to nick it, you'll know where it is. Slowly go down. Put it back to dual motor in case we need extra power. What? It also comes with a headlight, obviously, but that one is put very low. We'll do a test later on tonight to see how it shines. I'm not holding my breath for that. I would have preferred for it to be put a lot higher up on the stem, but it's not. Yeah, I was expecting a lot more uncomfortableness, but the suspension seems to be doing its job quite well. Let's put it on race mode and dual motor. This is now theoretically the fastest the scooter is equipped to go. And let's do a little non-scientific stupid test of what the top speed is. There we go. We've joined the main road with 2000 watts, 2640 peak watts. I don't know what the difference is, how long it can maintain peak power for, but we are doing, and we are still speeding up. We're doing 55 k's an hour so far. 56, 57, that'll definitely do go faster. I don't want to go faster because I'm out of road. So if they claim 65 k's and we've just done 57 now, again, this is with their speedometer, it's not with GPS. Nonetheless, it's fast enough for me. Again, there might be 10-inch tires, but they are still tiny tires, tiny wheels. 57, I mean, theoretically right now we're breaking the speed limit in town, but we won't tell anyone that. Speed bump! Woo! I love that suspension. Ooh! I wish there was a little beep or something that told me when I was signaling, because we've just done a few Ks telling everybody we're going to be turning left. It's called an eventual left. Woo! We're back at the car. Now this is hard packed dirt with a few rocks on top, and the suspension is eating them up, and this is mud. We're not going to be going through mud, and there's a lot of mud right there. That was enjoyable. That was exactly the reason I would get an electric scooter, just to go out and have fun. As a first impression, I'm liking the scooter quite a lot. I still have no idea how to properly... My left leg is hurting a lot because it stays down here, while my right leg stays here. So I have no idea how to... maybe I should alternate between them. I don't know how the professionals do it. But apart from that, this little scooter has done its job properly. It's brought me a lot of fun today, and I'm thoroughly impressed by two specific things. The power of those two little motors, 1000 watts, well, they're not little, 1000 watts there, 1000 watts there, that's 2000. And also the way the suspension eats up absolutely any single off-road or unproperly paved road that you're going to be going on. Now, I've always been worried about riding scooters, not electric, just any type of scooters in general, because they've got little tiny wheels, and if you hit a pothole that's half the size of those wheels, you're not going to have a good day. But so far today, none of that has happened. The suspension is the start of the day, because it's done its job properly and sucked up all of those off-road bits that we went off on. And we're in park mode right now. If you leave it for more than 30 seconds, it'll go into park mode to protect you from what I said earlier, to protect you from accidentally turning the throttle on and having a bad day with the scooter flying to the other side of the garage. Man, this was fun. If you got any questions, the comment section below is the right place for you. So whatever I haven't mentioned about this in this first impressions video, write to me down there and I will answer you. The Packtalk Edge has been living on my helmet for years and years now, because it makes any ride a lot more enjoyable for me. From its second generation dynamic mesh system, which allows up to 15 riders to connect to the same group in seconds, to its natural voice recognition, which for me just works, so I don't need to faff around with any buttons, to its IP67 waterproof rating, its unique magnetic mount, its great sound by JBL Audio, and the fact that it can seamlessly connect to any other major brand, the Packtalk Edge really is an all-in-one unit for my riding style. Get yours today at cardosystems.com and use code LWH for a special discount on this or any other of Cardo's products. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up as usual, comment, interact with it, make the YouTube gods happy. If you've learned something new, then maybe consider subscribing or becoming one of our patrons to help us make more of these shows. Cheers! Whoops! And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye! Nice! It's at least a mile long.